But Katie, I want to ask you about this next one. Speaking of Donald Trump, he is set to host Saturday Night Live this weekend, and this was the scene last night outside NBC's headquarters. Demonstrators from several Latino organizations chanting for the network to drop the GOP frontrunner from the show because of things he said in the past about immigrants. Petitions calling for the network to dump Trump have reportedly garnered hundreds of thousands of signatures, but so far NBC is staying silent while posting several promos online, including one that has since been taken down. Watch this.
Donald Trump is hosting Saturday Night Live this week with musical guest Sia. And because of equal time rules for television, Mr. Trump can only speak for 4 seconds in this promo.
So let me just say this. Ben Carson is a complete and total loser.
Katie, you're laughing. I mean,
sure
this
Donald
is classic
Trump will call the protesters complete and total losers as well. But here's my point. Look, if these protesters spent just as much time protesting the illegal alien rapists and murderers who make their own communities look bad, maybe Trump wouldn't be saying the things that he is about their communities. So I suggest that if they don't want that stereotype, if they don't want the truth to be told about the fact that illegal immigration does bring with it a huge criminal element that we have to deal with in this country, they should spend their energy getting out the criminals in their own communities, and then we can have a discussion about the people who remain here who haven't committed those heinous crimes.
Judge, this SNL thing, though, very simply, it's a business. I mean, it's a show that's based on ratings. He's going to bring in ratings. NBC, I mean, you think they have the right to do this?
He knows that he's going to bring in ratings.
Right.
He's in a position to make whatever demands he wants to make. NBC knows it, even though they supposedly fired him from Celebrity Apprentice. The bottom line is they always come back together when it's about money. And you know what? I have to agree with you, Katie. You know what? Everybody's so upset about people expressing their First Amendment freedom of speech. And by the way, if you want to talk about someone who really is in trouble, talk about why was Hillary Clinton able to do it?
Right.
You know, this woman is under investigation by the FBI, but she can do Saturday Night Live and nobody's worried about it.
Right, exactly.
Well, I'm not sure she hosted. This appears to be one of the first frontrunners that's been out there as we look through the record of who's been on, who's actually hosted. But Bernie, I mean, you're someone who's used to going on television and radio and insulting people and offending people, right? How do you think this is going to go on Saturday? Can you believe that this election has turned into such a headache for NBC? I mean, first the debate, now this.
It's one thing to insult people. It's another thing to make racist comments. So I think this is a tacit admission by NBC that Trump did not make racist comments.
Interesting.
He stated some facts. So these people should cállate their bocas. And we have something here called the First Amendment. Let Donald Trump. By the way, 70 to 80% of the drugs on the streets of Chicago come from Mexico.
Exactly.
I mean, so he was speaking some truth. He was indelicate in the way he articulated some of these things. But let the man go out there and do his thing and you know, dummy up.
Andrea, what's your
Bernardo? Do we call you Bernardo going forward?
I was in West Side High story. Matter of fact.
Here we go. Andrea, you think it goes off without a hitch tomorrow night?
I think it's going to be
huge
very, very
ratings,
funny. Yeah,
huge boom for him.
And the protesters are only drawing more attention.
There you go. All right, we've now heard